Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Welcome to a new DC live stream. I'm your host, Matthew Battieri, here today with you once again to do a altcoin technical analysis video. So if it's the first time you're here watching, please use the comments on this live stream. Jot down just the ticker symbol for your altcoin, or you can write it out completely. But yeah, let's jump into some technical analysis. Let's quickly have a look at Bitcoin. It's been boring once again, sideways action for the last 7 days, basically ranging from a high of 17,400 to a low of 16,700. So, a small range of just under, $700 or so. So I don't want to talk about Bitcoin because we talk about Bitcoin enough on Mondays. Let's have a look at its little sister, Ethereum. So if we go to the weekly scale, let me just turn off some of my indicators, I should say, because they get a bit crazy. We can see that on the weekly scale, Ethereum is doing not too bad. But if I chuck on some of my indicators, what can we see? So we can see that the money flow on the weekly is still heavily in the red. Okay, even though we did get a green dot here on market cipher B, which usually means either some sideways or a bit of a relief rally, this doesn't give me confidence that the low is in. Same way that I talk about this continuously with Bitcoin. I don't think that the low of the crypto market is in. We saw $645 billion wiped off the stock market on Monday. It doesn't sound like that the overall economic environment is yet ready for a reversal in not only stocks, but also in crypto. So right now, we're probably just going to have a little bit of sideways consolidation all across the market. And when I say sideways, I'm not looking, we can move up 5-10%, but I'm not looking at 25+% increases in price at any stage right now. So getting out of the bear market usually does take some time. We usually stay in it for about 1 year, and then we slowly go sideways for 3 to 6 months, and then we start exploding out of it. So don't look for the explosion and don't look for some great news until 2023. Hopefully we can end the year in some sideways action. That would build a really good floor for most altcoins, but right now we have to do what we can with what we've got. So on the daily, let's have a look. All right, Ethereum has a red dot on the daily. I'm pretty sure Bitcoin has something very similar. We're still in the red money flow. So this is telling me sideways action or down. Okay, sideways or down, not up. We can see that the stochastic RSI is in the overbought territory. It needs to come down. This is what the moving averages do. They go up, they go down, like in unison. Right now, we're in the up phase, so overbought. We need to be coming down. The MACD has printed a few lighter histogram candles. You can see these lighter green ones, which just means that we're looking to have these moving averages also roll over. And we can see that the BBWP, so the Bollinger Band width percentile, is coming close to this blue line. This blue line usually means that we've consolidated in a tight range for a long period of time, and we're looking for an explosion. It doesn't give you direction. Okay, it doesn't mean if this is angling down, we're going down, or angling up. It basically is letting us know that volatility is incoming because we've had no volatility. And if you can look at Ethereum, also for the last week, just sideways, very, very boring. So this is the Bollinger Band width percentile. But if you want to look at the Bollinger Bands, you can just type in on here, Bollinger Bands. There we go. And you will see that the Bollinger Bands, which are these, you got this top blue, you've got this midline, and then you've got the bottom blue lines. You can see when they're squeezed together, when we have consolidation, we are then waiting for a big move. So the big move here was to the upside. Right now we are, fairly tight. We're not as tight as here, but another move incoming for Ethereum. So that's what I'll be looking at over the next couple of days. It's more than likely going to be to the downside. We can see the 4-hour green money flow right here. It's forming a nice little rounded shape. All right, and usually when the rounded shapes come back to the zero line, we start forming the red shape. And once we cross over, that's usually when the start of the sell-off occurs. Let's just look at the last time this occurred. So I'm just going to put a horizontal line, sorry, a vertical line where that occurred. We can see here that we had a squeeze of the Bollinger Band. We had a bit of a fake out to the upside, and then we had a big crash from 1600 to 1100. So right now in the 4-hour, it looks like we're getting a similar story here on Ethereum. The green money flow is coming to the downside. We're probably going to clip off over the next sort of 48 hours sometime this week. And that's going to cause Ethereum to come back tumbling down to at least, well, where can we look at the price? So where can we see some resistance, sorry, some support for Ethereum? So we can draw a pretty simple fib from this low to this high. And we have the 618 fib retracement at about $1,210. Okay, so there'll be probably a slight little bounce from here. And then we can draw an overall fib from this low here to this high. And we can see we have another golden pocket here, which we already bounced from once, which is around $11,062. So as a trader, I'll be looking for some long scalps around these golden pockets. But like I said, the overall environment, I still think that Bitcoin is going to go down to about 13, 14K, possibly even 4 figures, which would be crazy. But Ethereum is just going to follow suit. Everything's going to follow what the grandfather of all cryptocurrencies is going to do. So whatever Bitcoin does, if it goes up, it just pumps altcoins more. If it goes down, altcoins start bleeding. So that is what I'm looking at for Ethereum. Alrighty, we've got 8 people watching. Guys, if it's the first time watching this, this is an altcoin stream where you can put into the comments of this video your favorite altcoin. I'll look it up. I'll do some technical analysis on it. I see that we don't have any comments right now, so I'm going to just pick a random coin. Let's go with Dogecoin because we all like Elon Musk. All right, in comparison to most altcoins, this one is as volatile as can be, and it's volatile because this gets pumped up by the news, and the news, by which I mean, is Elon Musk's news about making either Doge as utilizing Doge as a tipping service on Twitter. Every time he talks about Doge, the price seems to pump. Its price chart looks a whole lot better than most altcoins, and from the all-time high, we're looking at Doge. Doge only came back about 93%, which is not bad for an altcoin. We talked about Matic last week. Matic's only gone down about, I think it was 89, 90%. Most unstable altcoins will usually lose between 95 and 99%. So this is held up relatively well for, a bear cycle. And you can see that it broke from this downward trend. It had its breakout. It came back down. It didn't really retest the line, but it's holding quite well because there is a lot of news about possibly Dogecoin becoming the tipping service on Twitter. It's cheap, so tipping someone, one Doge is about 10 cents. Whereas if you're doing fractions of a Bitcoin or Ethereum, it could get a little bit messy. So hopefully Doge does get accepted on Twitter. I am on Twitter, but I'm not super active. But it would be good to maybe tip some people that you find are relevant in the space that you would like to, thank them for their hard work. So right now, Doge is looking okay. What can we look at for Doge? Let's look at the daily. Let's see if we're going to have, okay. So the daily looks like we got some resistance at the 618 fib retracement. Let's have a look. Nope, we didn't. We only got resistance at the 382. So that's super bearish because for us not to have come up at least to about 12.8 cents, this is kind of looking kind of ugly, and especially ugly if we do turn down. We can see we've got this huge M pattern, which is the opposite of a W pattern. So W pattern is bullish and M pattern is bearish. And normally, in order to figure out where the price action will go with just some simple pattern trading, you take the apex of the pattern, so from here to here. like so, and then you bring it down to the, oh, this is going to be nasty. You bring this down to the neckline of that pattern, and it basically shows that Doge will probably come back down to 3 cents. Now, totally possible if Bitcoin does break down, but I think we're going to firstly get some support around this trend line, which would be around about 5 cents, which seems about right. We had lots of sideways consolidation around that 5 cents. So, getting a 3 cent Doge is not, not out of this realm, but probably not a possibility just now. We'll probably have a lot of support down here. You can see, look at this. We spent June, July, August, September, October, November around about that 5-6 cents. So that's, for me, that's a good buying opportunity. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Doge in regards, there's not a whole lot of utility, but it is a meme coin, and it's one that is backed by one of the most influential people in the world. So the same way that I'm not a massive fan of XRP, but I can see that XRP is going to have a lot of use cases if it gets into banks. I'm a trader, so wherever I'm going to follow the money. If the money is in Doge or the money is in XRP, I'm going to go there. Even though I'm not a huge fan of those, I'm more of a big believer of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and things with use cases. Matic. Not really a fan of Cardano. They're a little bit slow, but you get the gist. Basically, some of the top 20 coins, they're there because they have they've got things that are working, right? They've got a large community. So if you want to make some easy money during a bull market, buy something on the front page, top 20 coins, you can't go wrong. But if you want to make a difference and change from being rich to being wealthy, you got to find those coins a bit like the last Shiba Inu. So everyone remembers Shiba, that went crazy. If you can find the next Shiba Inu, of course you're going to do well, but you're going to have to throw money at thousands of coins in order to find that one that does pop. So hopefully you get lucky. But luckily we have a team of researchers, so 5 researchers part of Breakout Solution that do all this vetting and check out projects, write up research reports, and then let us know if it's a good buy or not a good buy. All right, so Matic and BNB from Georgie Hope. Let's have a look at Matic. I did this the other day, so I'm going to be real quick with Matic because these coins seem to be really familiar. Look, as I just said in regards to Doge, Matic has only lost at its peak 89%. Pretty good for an altcoin. Right now, it's doing even better. I mean, from the all-time high to where we're currently sitting at, it's only at 70%. That's really good for an altcoin. Some of them are still, in the dumps. So we have resistance at about $1 here on Matic. Let me quickly draw my fixed range volume profile. Okay, so with this entire sideways range, okay, we have the value area high, so we're going to find resistance at 96 cents. We're going to find support at 78 cents, and the point of control is where we are right now, about 92 cents. If Matic does come back down, we do have some support around about 70 cents. So buy orders. The horizontal line is basically where I see support and where I would dollar cost average into Matic if it does drop more. So 70 cents, 54 cents, 37 cents, and then 20 cents. And normally what I like to do when I dollar cost average, if I have a lot of these numbers, so let's just say I have, let's do a bit of drawing. Let's just say I have $100, right, that I want to put into Matic. Normally at the first buy right here, I'll just put in 10%, right? I might even do 5%. At the next line, I might make it then 20%. So I'll double the order from here to here. So then my average price not only improves by 3/4, right? So if I bought at 55 cents and then I bought at 37 cents, but I went 10% here and 20%, or $10 and $20, my average price is not in between, because my average price would, I would need to buy only $10 here for then my average price to be around about, what's the average? About 44 cents. But if I buy $20, it brings my average price down to about, 40 cents, which is pretty good. Now, if we go lower, 20 cents, like so, and here I might go $30, right? So it averages my price from here, from where we ended up, which was about 44 cents, to 20 cents. So that's about 30 cents. And my average price is about here, right? If we go even lower, maybe I'll then go another 40%. So now I'm invested about, what's that? That's about 100% right there. So I would go 40% at $1. Okay, so you could start even small. You can go 5 here, 10, etc., or you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. So just a little bit more than the original price that you started at, so you can get a nice average. You can get a nice average price. The problem is most people will do like 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, and what's happening is your average price isn't going down in halves. because if the only time it's going down in halves is after the second lot of 10. Okay, so if we do, for example, so I've got $100. If I go $10 here and $10 here, then my average price will be here. Right? But now I've got $20 invested. So if I add in another 10 here, it's not going to halve my entry price from here to here. It's going to, do 1/3. All right, 1/3, because I'm investing $10 more into a pot of 20. That's, all up, it's 10 over 30. So that's a third. So therefore, my price from here, which is about 45 cents to 21 cents, ends up being around about here. It's pretty miserable. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an insight on how I dollar cost average in. I don't do the same price. I increase. I ladder in. I get more aggressive as it gets lower, especially on coins that I believe. I wouldn't do this on Doge or Shiba, for example. I would just do it on something that I really believe in. All right, let's look at BNB. BNB's done pretty well as well during this bear market. If we look from high to low, let's look at the percentage drop. Whoops, what has happened there? Okay, BNB at its low point, 73%. All right, now BNB is a great coin because it has a lot of use cases. They've got their own chain. Binance is the largest exchange. PancakeSwap is the largest decentralized exchange. Lots of use cases, right? So it's a coin that I wish I'd kept when I bought it $2, but unfortunately, I wasn't greedy enough. But what I can see, if I just remove that, we can see we've got a few things happening. I've got a couple of drawings that I should delete. We had this ascending triangle, which instead of being bullish, which it normally is, we had a break to the downside. And now we're kind of just chilling in this sideways sort of consolidation between, where are we? Where's my fixed range profile? Right here. So in this range, we can see that we have the value area high, which we just got rejected from at about the $305, and the value area low about 265. So we're kind of bouncing around, these two highs and lows, and we have a point of control around 2780. If I turn on my other indicators, okay, not looking very good. So what I was talking about before about Ethereum crossing or having this curved green money flow, we can see that BNB has already crossed the green money flow into the red. I can see that a little bit of green, so it's just had a little bit of a downfall, but we can see the stochastic RSI moving to the downside. So it's about to hit the oversold territory. So we could see maybe a slight reversal by the end of the week. The Bollinger Band width percentile is nice and low, so it's telling me that we have volatility incoming, so there's going to be a big move. If I go to the weekly, how's it looking on the weekly? Yeah, kind of, look, some positivity is the stochastic RSI has turned over to the upside, but I do think it'll probably hit resistance here at the 50, the halfway mark right here. We're at the 50 percentile, which can sometimes act as resistance, previously seen here, 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 and we will probably see the same thing here. Okay, history doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. So hopefully that makes sense for BNB. Where would I see? Where can I see some support from BNB? Well, the recent lows here around about 180. That would be a nice, good buy point. I do also have a weekly support or a naked weekly untapped support at $135.67. We do have this long trend line from these two peaks. So if we do break down, maybe we could see something by May. We hit the bottom here where we have a divergence of this support line and this trend line moving to the upside, and then we might explode to the upside. You're welcome, Georgie, anytime. That with a high percentage. I have never thought of doing that with a higher percentage lower. Yes, for dollar cost averaging. Yeah, that's what I do. It just improves your average price. Guys, if you're watching, or we've got 6 people watching, flick me your favorite altcoin. Let me do some technical analysis for you on your favorite altcoin. Let me jump on CoinMarketCap. Let's see what's moving for the day. All right, trending. Hey, Terra Classic, wouldn't touch it. Sol, wouldn't touch it. XRP, Cardano. All right, let's do XRP because a lot of people have talked about it. There's some big news with XRP, so it's something that I am looking at. Alrighty, so we have lots of support around 32 cents, but if we do break down from 32 cents, I see support at 22.5 cents and 17.5 cents. Apparently there's some big news, man. I've got so many fib retracements here. Apparently there's some big news with XRP, finishing their case with the SEC. And if they do become victorious, we could see a huge pump, of course. The saying goes, show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. And there's also the saying, tell me the news and I'll show you the charts, because they do affect each other. There's three things that move price action. That's fundamentals, news, and technical analysis. If you are really good, you can keep your eye on all three of those things. Unfortunately, I like to just keep my eye on the charts and trade off technical analysis, because reading and watching the news is too much. Too much. I don't have enough time to do everything, so I just go off technical analysis. And if I happen to hear something in the news, I normally will see it. I'm pretty sure. Where's the news? They used to have news. IDs. They used to have a news section here. I don't know where it went, which is a bit weird. But they used to have some news here. I don't know why they don't have it anymore. My IDs, no. That's a bit weird. Whenever you're on a coin, they used to have news. The other way you can do it is you just click on XRP, scroll all the way to the bottom of the page for CoinMarketCap, and then you'll see the news section. So Ripple price trades under the influential bearish pattern. Coinbase slipped 7%, so nothing to do with XRP. But I like to always look at the hottest coin of the day, see if there was any news. That was the coin the other day. We looked at Axie Infinity the other day. Had some really bullish news. Looks like it's come down a little bit. It had a bit of a pump. You can see from about $6.80 all the way up to $10. And then we saw the news the other day where bullish sentiment spikes as Axie Infinity price propels. They had I think they released their roadmap or something like that. So whenever you see something pump, it usually can be due to the news and not just the technicals or the fundamentals. Alrighty, doesn't look like we have any more takers. No one wants to drop me their favorite altcoin. So, guys, that is it for today. Maybe let's quickly look at the stock market. I'll look at the stock market. Okay, so the stock market hit the trend line, which is pretty easy to do. You don't need to be a genius to look at trend lines. We can see that. Okay, so we're about to get really big bearish divergence. Let me check the RSI. So we could get a huge crash in the market once again. You can see that we have a lower high from this point to this point, right? On market side for B, looks like we're going to create a higher high on the momentum way, which is called a bearish divergence. I think it's actually a hidden bearish divergence. We don't have a higher high on the RSI. So there still is potential that we don't fulfill this bearish divergence just on this indicator alone. But the MACD has printed a lighter histogram. The stochastic RSI is in the overbought territory. As you can see, every time we're at the top side, good time to sell. Every time we're at the bottom side, good time to buy. We're at the top side here, which only gives it one direction to go, and that is to the downside. So if the stock market drops, I can bet you $1 Bitcoin and the rest of the market will follow suit. Alrighty, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I want to leave you with just one news update. If you've got time, we have an amazing event this weekend. It is the how to leverage digital assets to create 7 diversified passive income. So head over to that website. You'll land on this beautiful page. You'll put in your details. You can even read what the key topics are that we're going to be covering in the actual event. We're going to showcase some of the performances that we've had over the last 12 months, even during a bear market. You can learn a bit about the CEO of Breakout Solutions, Michael Hazilius. You can see some testimonials from some of our lovely clients. And once you put in your details, click yes, please save my seat. It'll take you to a thank you page. You'll have a nice little video from Michael if you want to see him speak before he speaks. But if you can't attend the event, you can book in a discovery call with myself. all you need to do is click initial call. It's just a 15-minute chat. You can tell me about your crypto journey. You can ask me questions about cryptocurrency. If you can't attend the event, it's probably a good way that you can get a hold of us, and we can talk about crypto. And at the end of the call, if I think we can possibly help you make money in 2023, then I'll let you know, and we can have a bit more of an in-depth call, which usually goes for about an hour. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. Please don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on notifications for this channel. We put out a video each and every single day, live videos Monday to Friday, and some educational stuff Saturday and Sunday. That's it from me. Enjoy the rest of your hump day, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.